And we are live. Happy New Year there on the East Coast to all of you. And welcome to 2019. Well, not quite for us. It's 9 p.m. here, Pacific Standard Time. And Happy New Year to all of you. Let's have a few beers and let's have a talk tonight. I had a very interesting chat with Dave and Becca over on Dave the Fisherman's chat, and it really set in a lot of motion. It really set a lot of gears turning in my mind here, and some things that I think should be talked about. Number one, hey Keith Gregory, Flan, Happy Meal, Robin Summers, Seth Diamonds, Happy New Year to all of you. Jilly, Happy New Year to you. Andrea, missed the damn ball drop. Well, there you go. Happy New Year to all of you. Welcome to you in Turkey, Seda. Welcome to you. There you go, Yankin. I wanted to pursue this a little bit coming into 2019. And is it a new year? And coming off of, I did pop over. We've had, for those of you who don't know, Happy New Year to you, Crystal. Happy New Year to Joe and Bean Sprout, Charlie, Lynn, all of you. I hope you have good health and great. Thank you, JK. You're wonderful. Stay positive. I'm going to stay positive. You guys know me. I'm positive and I'm upbeat. And I'm not one that's ever going to, those of you who know, I've been on the channel for 6 years. And if I wanted to get views on anything, I could crank up views like crazy. I could just pick somebody at random in the community and just go for hell, just go hell for leather on that. But those of you who know me for many years know I never do that kind of thing. I never grab the low-hanging fruit of being a shit slinger or a shit stirrer. It's not my style. I build things on positives and not negative. Jilly, I don't know who you are, but I'm going to have my say Happy New Year to you, Douglas. And let me just, I've got a few things to, Happy New Year to you too, Jan. And the big question is, thank you, Jeremy, is BOYT broken? Is there any hope for 2019? I find myself in a very untenable, very difficult position going into 2019 here. Because on one hand, hey, one sip at a time. Woo, thank you, Diamonds. Here's to 2019, one sip at a time. Trish, Happy New Year to you there in Boston. And thank you guys very much. Andrea, happy New Year to you. Health and happiness, one of my favorite people on YouTube, and a true wonderful sister, along with Bean Sprout and Oda May, Greg Campbell, Ellie, and others. Aggie, Happy New Year to you, my gal. I hope it's a wonderful one. Looking at Janet here. Cha-cha. BOYT's not broken, please. Yes, but can we mend it? That's the big question. And I'm going to have my panel in here to talk about this tonight. Jody, Happy New Year to you. The other nice intro. Oh, look, Jan, Jan, this is the way it is in life. You're up here and I'm here, okay? I mean, you're a quality person through and through, and the content that you bring to YouTube. I don't always comment on everyone, but I try to comment on enough that I'm there, and I love the content that you bring to YouTube. And I think that your channel is very, very underappreciated for the effort that you put in and the quality of the individual that you are. You don't agree with a lot of things that I do, but still in all, through it all, we have been friends through that. RC Robertson, Happy New Year to you. Jan is the nicest lady on the bottom of YouTube, and she's also a very gifted videographer too. Jasmine, nice to see you. Jinxie, Happy New Year to you. So I'm going to invite my friends on tonight, and hopefully we're going to talk about this. Richard Riley, Happy New Year to you. My audiophile Joseph Kane, Happy New Year to you. Hope you saw me today using all of your gear, your scale in there in the kitchen, your oven mitts, your your tea towels, everything. Jen, you truly are the top of the bottom. Yeah, the Bolton. Yeah. Okay. Here we go. I want to really delve into this and because I'm in a very hey Miss Bailey, I'm in a very difficult situation. And just to go back and revise a little bit of history, and it all has to go with the huge fissures that we experience here on BOYT. And now with 2019 underway, I often wonder, can things ever possibly get better here on YouTube? And as much as as much as I appreciate the friendship that I had with Dave the fisherman, that friendship was really born of trying to stay out of a lot of the stuff that was going on in the bottom of YouTube. And despite Dave may feel that I'm the kind of person that shares things and is a share of info. I'm not that way. Those of you who have known me for years, the Gregs, the Ellies, the Nicoles, will know that that's not something I've ever engaged in. It's not something I traffic in information. I've never dropped anybody's docs on YouTube, and yet Missy Jenn and I sit on probably 600 to 700 addresses and information for people here. I'm on YouTube, I'll stress again, to have a great time and to have fun. Like tonight, 2019 is just about getting underway here on the West Coast. So I find myself in a situation where, you're kind of damned if you do, and you're damned if you don't. And I'm wondering, bring my friends on later tonight, if we can break that log jam. And yeah, sometimes I have to stand up for myself. Well, I'm going to talk about that a little bit, Greg, tonight. Let Dave do what he wants. Yeah, I'm just going to talk about that tonight. Okay. What are we going to do? I guess the big question is, what, if anything, are we going to do to try to make things better? I spent about a half hour over in the chat because, as many of you know by now, Dave is coming to, it does make me better than the doctor's Rosie Palm, because you sit on information too, but you don't sit on it. You spread it everywhere. It makes me 1,000 times better when I sit on information. You know why it does, Rosie's Palm? Because the buck stops right here and it never gets passed on. And that's the beautiful thing of my world. And it's something that's never going to change here on YouTube. So anybody I've ever sent a text message to, from Nicole to Francis to Janet to Jill to anybody on here, to Dave the fisherman, to Becca, I invite you anytime you want to make every one of those text messages private. Because one thing that I absolutely do is I think about everything that I text out, whether somebody's going to be hurt or somebody's feelings or blah, blah, blah. I mean, that's the bottom line, whether you care to believe that or not. You ignore the hate and you have fun making content. Well, this is what I like to do, Kylie, and I like to have, the broom to kind of sweep clean and lay the foundation for 2019. And as much as people say make content, move on, and all that, people stick around here because there is a constant flow of drama. And no matter how much you try to stay out of it, I don't fire up hangouts scoring people and berating people. I'm not a mama bear to go back and forth with Lucy Ball and Miss Fucking Wonderful and Shannon and all that. I don't do it. I don't engage in that. It's not my style to do that. My style is to be fun. Happy New Year to you. Rosie Palm, you can either get with the program or not. Whatever you're talking about, I've never made a threat in my life to anybody. You said you're going to sit here for hours and make vague threats as usual. And you're going to hide behind that same silly avatar that you've hidden behind for 3 years. So how about that? Let's see. Nicole, we're a friend of always been, therefore we are bad people. It's not a question of being bad people. What is it, Nicole? Yes. What did I? You didn't do anything, Nicole. Nothing. Nothing. Nothing at all. You've been a very wonderful friend of mine. Nothing. You didn't do anything. You're on the good sheet, girl. You're on the good sheet. Happy New Year, Dawn. You're all fine. You're my friends. You've had standing for me with me for years. As I've had. No, you didn't say anything to upset me. My question is, we all talk about getting along, and we all talk about peace. And I found myself tonight questioning, what are we going to do to try to make a fresh start, to try to start over again in 2019? Are we going to do nothing and just let things go as it is? Because I'll tell you the same thing that I'm going to tell Dave and Becca when I meet them. I'm happy to meet them. Number one, I'm never a person to be intimidated. I don't care if you're 7 feet 6 inches tall and 580 pounds. While you beat me into the ground that last inch, I'll still be flipping the finger in your face, okay? And I'll get a few licks in. I'm not a person to be intimidated. Not that anybody was trying to intimidate me, but the point is, I'll meet you. I'll be happy to meet you. I'll be happy to break bread with you. I'll be happy to buy my own steak. I'll be happy to buy your steak too. But I tell everybody now the same thing that's going, hello, awesome hooker. The same thing that's going to be then is we have a very tough situation here on BOYT. We have friendships that have been gone for many, many years here, i.e. the Nicoles, the Coopers, and, as much as it's questioned whether I meet people or not, I've never felt it necessary that you had to meet somebody to be an absolute good friend of those who you are acquainted with. I never really felt like that was a necessary. Like I'll probably never meet Ellie in my life, but it does not diminish her friendship in my eyes, because she has demonstrated year in and year out what a wonderful friend she is, with the guidance that she's given me, the help that she's given me. Yeah, there we go, hooker. And I'm proud to call her a true friend, because our friendship has stood the test of time. And believe me, I have tested it with her much more than she's ever tested it with me. And I can guarantee you that for sure. Very deep, deep friendship. Okay, people like Cooper, very deep friendship, having known Cooper for quite a while, and sharing a place within the LGBT community. Thank you, Charlie Lynn. I appreciate that. Happy New Year to you. And somebody like Greg that has been with me for years. And we come to a situation where we come to chats and things like that. And Dave comes into the community in 2008, 2017, 2018. And I admit, I got along pretty good with Dave after a real rocky start. Dave and Becca. Yes, we exchanged gifts and things, and I enjoyed being on Hangouts with Dave. Right. I mean, but then some, things go bad, and all of a sudden, BOYT just fissures and breaks apart like crazy. And people had to make some big decisions about what they were going to do. And as much as I try to keep an open chat, and I told Dave that, yes, I am a friend of Elvis's, because he really has disengaged with his family. And I do keep in touch, not financial support, but to try to move him in a direction of a self-sustaining life. But at the end of the day, how much can you do with a 37-year-old man who has visions of living the dream the way he wants to live it? Well, you try to get the act cleaned up. That's what you try to do. So we come to a point in the chats here, and in late 2018, where my side chat and my mods, my good friends, have come to the conclusion that if Dave and Beck are in the chat, it's disruptive. Now, for me, it's the type of thing that I decide, hey, you know, I always enjoy engaging people. I believe in dialogue. I believe in letting people have their say and in open dialogue. But you reach a point where people say, I'm not comfortable with this in the chat. I want a place that's free from that kind of drama. Yes, there might be the occasional Elvis drama, but guess what happens when Elvis or Bergs ends up being on a panel? They get the royal boot most of the time off the panel. And nobody really sheds a tear for that. But when my panel says this stuff is disruptive and it just continues to be a lightning rod for controversy, then what would you do? What would you do in your situation? Would you throw away, hey, trailer park guy? What would you do? You know, you come to a situation like that. So I'm having Joey D brought me some Michelob Ultra. So I will sit down with Dave and I will sit down with Becca and we will have a very nice conversation. Hey, Flawless. And I'm happy to talk to Dave about things. But what I'm not going to do is engage in, I'm not going to be slinging crap. You know, like Dave saw something for views. That's not my style. And anybody that's been on my channel for any length of time knows that these last couple times have been very out of character with what I usually do. Usually we come on and we have a hell of a lot of fun and we don't worry about a lot of stuff. So, you know, this is really the situation that I'm in. So will I meet him? So I'm welcoming people to the panel tonight. And I'm asking everybody for this night, New Year's Eve, let's open it up to anybody. I didn't say anything to Dave or Becca beforehand, but to my panel, they'll certainly get an invite. And anybody else that wants to come on and talk about this, it's fine. But I have decided I will definitely meet them and I will do my best to be a good host. Hey, Sam Telfer. I will do my damnedest to be a good host and a good person when I meet them, as I've been with anybody I've ever met here on the Rancho. I'm not a person to live in fear of people. Okay, that's not what I do. So we all know what's happened before in 2018. We all know the things that have gone on both sides. And my biggest fear was, hey, Bergs and Bobby, my biggest fear was that somebody would be terribly hurt physically on YouTube. That was my very worst fear. That two people would meet somewhere and maybe some stuff would get out of hand and somebody would really be hurt. And I never want to see that happen because at the end of the day, this is just a social, it's not a court of law, it's a court of association, as I've said before. Oh, Audrey, you're welcome to come up here and give a kiss. Hey, Tide, roll, roll. So I'm going to give a link out to people. I'm hoping that we can talk about it. Everybody's unblocked tonight. I can't guarantee that they'll stay unblocked. But I am opening it up to everybody. And if you want to hit the issue head on, and if you want to try to make peace, tonight might be a nice night to do that in 2019. You know, to talk about what do we want 2019 to be like? What do we want? What are we going to do to make the BOYT better? We have so many more people, so many more, hey, Tara, so many more wonderful people in the BOYT this year. Lots of people that have come over from the drama community and beauty community. And some of these people are really outstanding people. And they've landed here and they've decided that this is the place that they enjoy being and that they enjoy hanging out. Kitten Cat, I think everybody on the BOYT has seen those pictures of Elvis. Yes, make sure to sub up to Bergs to get him to 1K. Hashtag 1K, right? Hashtag Bergs 1K. Oh, be your New Year's kiss in MB's chat. I'm happy to send. I'm happy to have you on panel if you want. Nicole said I'm not subbing the Bergs. Sherry Russell, Happy New Year to you. So I say again to, I know Dave and Becca are probably watching out there. I'm happy to meet you. You know, we'll have a talk, and I'm going to talk here tonight about what we can possibly do to make things better, to lower down the heat level and the the back and forth, the cursing and things like that. I'm going to say a word about acceptance too, because Dave likes to say that he's a good Catholic, and the Bible says certain things about gender and things like that, and I understand that. But I'm just saying, apart from the Bible, I don't ask people, nor does Nicole, nor does any other trans woman, Francis, any other trans woman, Missy Jenn, none of them that I ever knew set their stock in whether somebody accepted them or not. Because at the end of the day, whether somebody accepted them or not had no bearing on what they knew inside that they were. In other words, Dave, I want you to understand this, that when I really came to terms with who I was, it would be the equivalent of me asking you, Dave, when did you decide to be straight? When did you make the decision to be straight? And you would tell me, Rosie, I was always straight. It's the way I am. And I would say, Dave, I didn't make a decision to be who I am. It is who I am. Now, if I'm defective in the sight of the Lord, maybe there's offsets in my life in trying to be a nice person, and be a positive person, and be a happy person, and to try to help people in life and uplift people and put a smile on people's face and be charitable. Maybe there's some offsets there. When Jesus said, do unto others as you would have them do unto you. He didn't do a lot of preaching. He didn't walk around with the Bible in his hand. What he did was go around and do simple deeds of good acts in life. And that's all he told people to be. Okay? Do unto others as I would have you do unto you. No preachy, no Pharisees, no hypocrisy. Live the life that you think he would want you to live with the way that you act with other people. I don't fall back on being Catholic. I know all the faults I have. One of Missy Jenn's, and my goal for 2019 is to ground ourselves in spirituality again and rediscover ourselves. Thank you, Kimberly. I'm glad that you entered my life too, and people like Chiming and Tilly May. But I'm saying for us, it's not really a choice. It's something that we have to live. And you know what? I wouldn't wish this on anybody. Okay? But it's what we do on a day-to-day basis. I just choose to try to make the most of it and live it in my own stupid, screwed up way. So what I want to do is go ahead and give this link out. If you want to come in and you want to address it, I'm giving that opportunity tonight. I'm asking my mods if anybody wants to come in and talk about it. And if I know you, I'm perfectly happy to give the link tonight and ask my mods for a little bit of forbearance on this New Year's Eve 2019, that if people want to address it and people want to talk about it and people want to give some ideas about what they might do to make things better, because at the end of the day, it doesn't seem like anybody's going to be going away except forcibly down here. So the question is, how do we coexist? And that's the real issue here on the BOYT. Hey, Mark Handler, nice to see you. No, I'm going to lighten up now. I'm going to have people come on. But I just wanted to have that say, because I am going to be meeting Dave and Becca, and they have been friendly to me. But I do stand my ground on certain things. I stand my ground, much to the chagrin of my friends and a zillion people on here, as a friend of Elvis, and I can understand that. I can understand that because of all the cockamamie, crazy stuff that he goes on and gets perpetuated. He does and gets perpetuated here on the bottom of YouTube. But I guess I feel in my heart that everybody needs a touchstone of somebody that still has a little bit of a spoon in the pot to maybe try to point things in a right direction. I own that. I never have to worry about Elvis coming on panel, because most of the time he has about the half-life of a fruit fly when he comes on the panels, okay? And Bergs, same kind of deal. I wish they had more time. You know, I'm hoping in 2019 that we can kind of expand the definition maybe a little bit of what's, you know, some people like Bergs, they have very outsized personalities. You know, they're like the, what would you say, the Andrew Dice Clays of YouTube, and they can't, you know, if you try to take somebody like Bergs and you beat him, try to mold him square peg into a round hole, you just end up getting somebody that's very miserable, and they're not themselves. And I know sometimes Greg is like, my God, turn the volume down, you're shattering the volume. You know, Bergs is very outsized individual. But at the end of the day, this guy's got a heart of gold. And he has a very sweet, you know, when he's not on the Steel Reserve and stuff. And I just think he has a lot of good qualities about him that a lot of people enjoy here on YouTube. The guitar playing, the sometimes hangouts that he has. And I just hoping maybe we can just expand our temperate climate into a more expanded zone where maybe people have a little more tolerance in chats and places like that, so we're not so quick with the ban hammers, and just maybe just by engaging over time, the rough edges get knocked off and things get a little smoother in the chats. It's just a thought. Lori Green, happy New Year to you, my friend. Very nice to see you. And Candace, happy New Year to you. Princess Fortunate, Kitten Cat, happy New Year to you. Cooper Chat, happy New Year to you, my friend. I hope you and your family have health and happiness and great financial success. I'm sending the links, Nicole. Just calm your tits down. Okay. And Sean the Brit, happy New Year to you and yours too. You know, Kitten Cat, I always consider Kitten Cat like my own personal touchstone of reality. When I'm redlining, you can bet Kitten Cat's there. Yeah, nice to see you, Candace, and Kip too. So let's talk about it tonight, okay? Like I said, everybody at this moment is unblocked. But at the end of the day, I will say this, and I will say this. You gotta stick by those who brought you. And I think Dave, I think Becca, or anybody else that had long-standing relationships, and Dave talks about his friends in the fishing community, his many friends down there. I have many friends here. If I'm ever put against a tough decision of weighing off people, I inevitably am going to go with the people have been with me for years. Would I really want to permanently break off those relationships for a rather new relationship that's had its ups and downs? But like I say, Dave and Becca, I have enjoyed many times being on your chat. I have enjoyed Dave's friendship and Dave's kindnesses to me, and I've tried to reciprocate the same to him when times were especially lean and there weren't a lot of people around. They were at least jumping in and just trying to be a friendly face. I like to think that I was that person at that time, and I hope that that counts for. Something. I'm going to go ahead and send this out. Please don't block anybody on the panel if you come up tonight. Let's try to have an open dialogue. Tucker, especially for you, my friend. You know, I think about you a lot, Tucker, in the community, and what a cohesive force you are. And I don't know if you realize how much people look up to you and your leadership and your wisdom in this community. So for 2019, I wish you great health and happiness, and I have much love in my heart for you and for Vinny G too, who I consider a wonderful friend and a chat mentor to me. So let me go ahead. Yeah, he is one hell of a special guy. He really is. Let's go ahead and put this out. Let's get give this to Greg. Maybe Greg can drop this down in the green room. So specifically, let's talk about. Hey, Joners, happy New Year to you over in Europe, there, my friend. Tammy, nice to see you. Kathy, happy New Year to you. First drinking experience, which I do. I mean, why come into here, MW, and ask me? All right. Why don't you call 911 and ask the cops what you should do? All right, I've sent them out that first batch. Hey, Kim, happy New Year to you. Oda Mae Brown, I wish you all happiness for 2019. You've been a wonderful friend to me, somebody I can confide in, somebody I have utter and complete confidence in as a true friend, and somebody that agreed to me where possible daytimes to be a wrench for me, and I really I'm very grateful for that. Okay, thank you very much. Thank you, Just Aaron. So I've got
first one in.
First one in. There's Ellie. Happy New Year, Ellie.
Happy New Year, Rosie.
Let me turn this down a little bit. Oh boy.
Happy New Year, side chat.
Woo, the legend herself. There's Ellie. Hey, Dixie. Oh boy, let's see if I can get a few. Drop that down. I guess Greg will drop that into the green room. Kitten Cat said, "Hey, Ellie's troll account." There we go.
That's me. This is my troll account, by the way.
Yep. Happy New Year. Yeah, Ellie has her own fan club. Mark Handler. Yes, yes, yes.
I'm on it. Candace.
Let me go ahead and send that. I want to get that. I think Tara's around here. I'm going to try to. Man, I don't even have my.
I already did, Kipper.
Okay.
You and Candace.
My Facebook anymore.
He probably is too.
That's been such a useless thing for me. Facebook. Let's see. This is taking forever. All right. Well, I'm gonna have to get Tara to link it. So I think if she pops on the side chat, Francis, I think I have you on there. Let me take care of you. Francis, how are you? Anybody else that wants a link, feel free to let me know. Let's get Francis on there.
Tara.
Yeah, Terry, you got to give me, send me a Gmail real quick. I can make it like new at gmail.com.
Let's see if we can get some of these people at it.
Pass the chicken wings. Let me go to my Gmail. All right, let me go ahead and Bergs, I'm going to send this out to you. If you come up tonight, let's be positive. Let's think of something. Let's think of ways we might be able to have a better 2019.
Oh, it's probably all slammy.
Let's see. There we go. I know Ellie sometimes would like to get one of those ravioli rolling pins and put my.
You did well. I was surprised.
Thank you. I could not believe.
I was there the whole time.
Okay, here's Tara.
I thought I would let you do it on your own the first time, like I was taught.
I think I was really impressed with that little dome or whatever they call that thing.
Yeah. Did you rest your dough for half an hour?
Yes, I did. Yep.
Then you did it
overnight.
And tomorrow, when they hit the water, you check them.
Yeah. And they're just under refrigeration. Some people say they should float. Let's see. Is it true that an e-beggar is born in the Bergs? I'm not sure. You know, I did mention Kit and Kat that I did just in the spirit of, you know, we have so many damn laptops around here, ThinkPads and things, and we just mainly use this and Lenovo desktop and a Dell computer and a Super Dell, and these other ones I just offered, you know. And
we offered to send him one 6 months ago. I told him, I said, I have a stack of them.
All right, so wait a minute. I'm here, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
You remember? You remember,
Yeah, so
Greg, when we offered to send him?
Yeah, I offered to send him a laptop. We all did. Yeah.
Yeah.
I just wanted to make sure I got in before Bergs, because if he got in before me, I would never get in.
I think he'd be. Yeah,
I said to him, I have a stack of laptops. Every 3 years, you know, Rosie, I get a new laptop. I'm like, I have a stack.
I got.
And he's
4
like,
here.
oh, Ellie's got a stack of laptops. Yeah, I do.
Same to you, Hidden. Yeah, we've got like 5 or 6 key logger to put in.
Jump on, Tara. All you got to do is hit the button. I added you.
Yep. You're in the green room, Tara.
God.
And Rosie, I cannot pass the link. You added me through the green room. I do not have a
let
link.
me drop the link in the green room then, Greg. So.
Okay.
Okay, sorry about that. I don't know what the hell you know me.
No. Send it to my Gmail, honey.
All right,
send it to my Gmail.
Okay, let me send it to your email. Greg's like, Jesus, Rosie, all these years you're still as useless as hits on a bull when it comes.
I love it when Rosie says, Greg will send out the links, and I have no link to send. Yeah.
We love that.
All right, Greg, you can see if that came through.
All right.
Greg,
I'll check it here in a second.
All these years, you're still as useless as tits on a bull when it comes to running a hangout. Sugarcane, a very happy new year to you and your mom. I so enjoy your videos. Sam Telfer, much love to you. I so enjoy your hangouts with your crew and when you do your live streams. It's wonderful. You know, you're such a real person, and I love that. Oh, I think Vinny will be along. I think we'll get Vinny a link. But the chat's wide open, at least in this point. And yeah, and then Warren is here. Happy New Year to you, Warren, my wonderful friend. Yeah, Joey D's like, I was impressed she passed the ravioli challenge on the first try. Thank you. I am too. I was shocked. Ellie, I don't think I would have had the same result if I used regular flour in there. I used that semolina, and man, that stuff.
Nobody uses regular flour in there.
I mean, that thing would stretch out, Ellie, like if I had a sheeter or something like that, that would have been amazing. So, but that was great. We got Vinny. Okay, Vinny's at Awesome Hookers. Okay, so we'll see what comes down tonight. But
I
hey,
haven't made ravioli. I'm trying to think of when. It had to be 20 years ago because we have great ravioli stores where all they sell is pasta. And I just dance in and dance out
yeah, there
and
we go.
save my hands. And I know you know what I'm talking about now.
I sure do. I want to shout out to Ash too. Ash, thank you for being such a wonderful supporter of the chat. We do love you, and Dory Lynn, another one of my friends. Thank you, Alabella. The ravioli turned out good. Francis, Happy New Year to you.
Yeah, Happy New Year. Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Are you having a beer, Francis?
Good morning.
I had 2 bass ales. I'm about to go get another one, but
Yeah,
I had to keep my camera off because like I said Rosie earlier, Francis doesn't have any clothes on. I'm just sitting here having a beer.
Is it warm, Francis?
Hey, it was over 80 degrees here, so it's like I got an air conditioner on.
I can't believe it.
no, I don't even want to. I'm afraid to even.
The sun is operating at higher temperatures.
There's Carl.
That's incredible.
There's Carl. Happy New Year, Carl, to you. So, Ellie, you've been an observer of the BOYT for years, even pre-BOYT, the pre-formation of it. This is like the Big Bang Theory, you know, when BOYT came about and all that. Right? Ellie's an advocate. It's not created. It was just a spontaneous explosion of hot gas.
We crossed the path like the Donner path. And we followed Rosie as if she was Moses into the promised land.
And what a fucking mess. We've been wandering in the desert for
And the
years.
whole time I cursed her ass out. The whole fucking time.
We got Dr. Drunk here today. Andrew, how are you? Let me grab that. I can try sending this. You got that link okay, right? So that's a function.
Yeah, I got the link. By the way, you're not adult rated right now.
I don't need to be. I'm
Okay.
on right now.
Are you sure on New Year's Eve?
You never can tell. She might just take it down. So
Yeah, I mean, I'd rather do that. Let me go ahead and grab. I think we're okay.
Just FYI. Just
so far so good, but I want to quiz you guys. I really do.
All right, so Dr. Drunk needs a link.
I got it to him.
Okay.
All right, there you go. I don't want you to do all the work.
Well, it doesn't have to be 18 plus for anything I'm going to say.
We're all good. Francis says, Sam, you got to hang loose. You got to moderate yourself, girl. That's what you got to do. Moderate yourself.
Moderate myself.
Is Sarah here, or is she still in makeup and wardrobe here?
Not sure.
Okay. Hey, Mom of 3 boys. Nice to see you. Ellie, you know, you're kind of my touchstone here because you've been with me, I think, the longest here. What do you think about what I said? I mean, are things just irretrievably, can we never go backwards? Hey, Fruit Pig, and get the toothpaste back in the tube, or any idea how? I have
a few thoughts about it because I did listen to the other person talking earlier and trying to subject you to their wisdom. First of all, you can't justify what you don't understand, Dave Fisherman. You're never going to be able to understand the relationship that she has with us because you just don't get it. But as far as everybody is a community, you know we've always been compartmentalized in here. And when you're friends, no friendship is the same. Just because you think that eating a meal with someone makes you real life friends doesn't make it so. My house is full of people on Thanksgiving, and some of them are people that just come here and eat.
Yeah.
I don't like them, but some people like them that are part of my family, and so I will feed them. Doesn't make them friends.
Doesn't make them friends or family.
Doesn't make them friends. Even friends. I mean, my grandfather used to say this, and it holds true today. When you need help, if you pick up a phone and you call 3 people and one shows up, that one person is a good friend. There has not been a time when Greg or I or Cooper or Rosie needed a voice to talk to, a prayer, some advice, where we weren't all down for it. Whatever it was. Rosie once said to me, walk away from me. This is going to get hot. It's going to get nasty. You're going to get drug into it. And I said to her, I'm down for that.
Yeah.
Greg said to her, I'm down for that.
Yeah.
Always
Cooper
got your
said,
back.
let's fucking do this.
I
We
remember,
don't run.
yeah, I remember that whole, you know, the whole Alamo, and I knew it was going to get bad. I knew the channel might go down. I knew it might go really sideways real bad. So I told Ellie,
The channel. Make another one. Who cares?
Ellie, you know, that I don't want you dragged down in this stuff. And she's like, you couldn't pry me off. I'm on this ride like a barnacle.
Down for it.
We're down for it. We will drag them down. You don't have to.
So I want to get, I want to see if Sean the Brit will come on with me. And Debbie, love to have you
Yeah,
on.
bring Sean on. I want to humiliate him a little.
Sean is a lot, is like me in the way of, I think he likes that freedom to go where he wants and to sort of talk to who. And I'd like to get some of his wisdom and see what he thinks about, you know, but Ellie, as far as making things better, is there like no way to ever, I mean, you know, is there any way that Dave and I could have like a peace summit here and just talk?
You should keep your relationship with Dave. None of us have a problem with that.
No.
If you want to be friends with him, that's entirely up to you. We have thoughts that are ours, and you respect that the way that we respect your feelings about it.
I do.
Yeah, Rosie, if you want to be friends with Dave, that's cool. Don't expect us to be friends with him.
No, I'm just saying, is there anything, Dave, is there anything, Greg, that we can do to make BOYT, you know, better? Is there any way? Hello, Terry, you look lovely.
To make BOYT
Hey,
better?
Terry.
Hi, Rosie.
I'm a mod. I'm not a god. God damn.
Greg, we're not worshiping you right now.
No, but to make BOYT better? No, you can't make BOYT better. BOYT is what
let
it
it
is.
play out. You know how many times that you were ready to, you know, you're like, oh God, it's terrible. And I always say to you, let it play out. Because you can't
Let it play out. Let it play out.
You can't anticipate people, especially fucking Happy Meal. Just saying.
Happy New Year, Ellie and Rosie and Greg and Francis.
Yes, Janet, I'm not a god. I'm never going to be a god.
Please do not worship him.
Do not worship me. That's one woman's job, and God bless her.
Yeah, she worshipped you with a belt the other day.
Yeah, she did. She did, and it hurt. It hurt a lot.
He enjoys the pain.
Does Sean have a link down in the green room there?
What's going on, Sean?
Yeah, I want to get his thoughts too, because he enjoys being on.
Don't you enjoy it, Sean? Come here, Sean. Come here.
That is funny.
All right.
That is funny. But you know, I am meeting Dave in a couple of days and Becca, and I just, well, it's important. It's kind of important, you know.
Right,
Ellie,
Sean.
I've always tried to be a peacemaker and things like that. I'm just wondering, is there not anything that I can say that you know, we can retry or just reset for 2019, or just we can't go backwards? I understand what Greg is saying, and I don't mean to put you guys on the spot because your feelings are well known to me. But I'm just wondering if we have to just continue going down this way, or if there's something that I can talk to Dave about. Hey, Sister Earth.
He's going to keep Bible thumping you with you are less than a person shit. That's up to you if you want to listen to that shit. Me, I'd be click and you're off. Yeah, you don't subjugate her. Only we can subjugate her.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm saying. She's ours to abuse.
You
This
have
is
to earn the
yours
right.
to abuse.
You have to earn the right. Yeah.
Yeah. And don't Bible thump around here, Mr. LIAR.
Hey, Andrew.
Hi, Andrew.
Boy, we haven't seen Andrew in a long time. I'd like to get Sean up here. That's what I'm saying, Dan. You know, but how do we move forward? I'm not called. Oh my God, here we go again. Because he's on an automatic message thing that gets sent out. Could you tell him Odomate to grow up a little bit? Good Lord.
What are you being?
Okay, here we go.
Guys, this guy is unbelievable. Hey, Lindy, how are you? Lindy's certainly welcome to grab a link if she wants to come up.
I
love you guys.
put a shirt on, so you know it's. You won't believe it. It's 79 degrees without the heat on.
That's incredible.
Yeah. Welcome.
Yeah, yeah.
Long time no
It's like everybody else is like spring or summertime here. Florida is not seeing any winter.
I couldn't do that. I need snow. I need brandy. I need fireplaces. I need rosy cheeks.
Here I am.
You're a carbon load, right?
You wish, Rosie. And don't be sticking your ass in the air and whacking it till you have rosy cheeks.
That's it. There's Andrew. We haven't been on with Andrew, Dr. Drunk, in probably a year.
Forever.
Happy New Year, Andrew.
It's been about a year, yeah. What's up?
Happy New Year, Rosie and Jen. I miss
Hold on.
you.
Are you making the rounds, Andrew?
Oh, Dr. Drunk is here.
Hey, ham and egg.
Hey, Francis.
Man, can you believe we've got royalty back?
No, I don't do ham. I'll do
Great.
the eggs set aside up.
Dr. Drunk back again a year later? It's like an annual New Year's event, huh? It's unbelievable.
I hate to break the news to all you omelet lovers, but when you scramble eggs, it increases your AGE 100 times, okay? So more than just one egg, okay? So don't scramble your eggs and you'll live fucking
So
long.
what are we doing? We're eating eggs, but we ain't scrambling them.
Yeah, when you break the yolk and it exposes the yolk to oxygen, it creates AGEs, and it, you know, sort of. I just cook them on low temperature in a frying pan and butter.
So Francis, my
Don't fry it
omelets
up.
are
I don't
out.
even flip
And
them,
by the
huh?
way, I did say that everybody's unblocked. If there's something that you want to say, Dave, you're welcome to say it tonight.
Yeah, okay, hey, I'm just giving you some free advice. You can eat your eggs any way you want.
Thank you, Francis. So
I can eat, if you have one egg scrambled, you're getting as many AGEs as me having 100.
What if you don't eat? What if you don't eat the yolk? What if you just eat the whites?
Well, then you're fucking stupid because all the nutrients is in the fucking yolk. I mean,
I can't win,
eggs is good
Francis.
for you.
Francis,
And
you're
they don't
making
raise
it
your
difficult.
cholesterol because eggs have a different kind of cholesterol. It doesn't raise your body's cholesterol.
All right, Francis, thank you.
Yeah, hey, I'm just giving you advice. I haven't scrambled an egg in a long time.
I love my omelets, Francis.
I like dropping them in there, you know.
I appreciate that. That's for sure, Francis. Thank you.
Well, I did a video on this like 6 years ago in the spring.
Happy Meal, get your face out of there.
Yeah. So well, he's come. He's on travels around the U.S. and he's going to be
Sister Earth.
He's going to be seeing Joe Romano down in Beverly Hills down there and hanging out there, and I think he's going to see Whiskey OG. And coming up through this way, Mama Three Boys. I was talking to him on his chat tonight. I'm just, we're going to have a sit down in the discussion and break bread. And I just wanted to, well,
Sorry.
Hope over experience. I'm willing to sit down and have a try. Hey, Laura, Happy New Year to you. And, otherwise it's just a repeat of what I've said in here tonight. I've got to stand by. I've got to stand by my friends, that have been with me the longest. And it is, at the end of the day, it is a chat room. So I also expect not to be welcome to that chat, which would certainly be okay. It is what it is. But I will be sitting down with Dave and trying to talk. Maybe he'll have some suggestions on things.
Hey, that's up to you, Rosie.
Yeah, let's see. Rosie, the RVers get show. The BOYT needs its own show with you hosting it. Good Lord. I mean, yeah, I know you would, Sister Earth. I'm not worried. I wanted to just impress on Dave. I'm not afraid to meet anybody on YouTube. I like to have a productive discussion. What would you do if I sang out of tune hidden? I would, what would I do? Give you singing lessons? I'm not sure. Let me hear, still feel, oh man, Harvey, you've really gotten it bad. He's fine. He can come onto the side chat and say so. So I'm willing to have a talk tonight and then just move ahead and meet. That's it. Mark said there's fireworks. I guess we're coming. Oh, it's New Year's in the Midwest now. Happy New Year to those of you in the Midwest. Any resolutions for 2019? Any resolutions, Ellie, for you for 2019?
Us to do a manicure once a week so that my nails don't look like claws. More eye cream, every year, more eye cream. And that, let's see, what else was the other thing? I think I want to purge some things because now I think I should.
Well, I've gone ahead. And I've made some resolutions for 2000, more of a spiritual nature to get back to, maybe get back to going to church and some things like that. So kind of look, Missy Jenn and I want to explore that, a little bit of a spiritual reawakening for 2019. So how about you, Greg? Drink more, drink less?
I'm not going to drink anymore this year.
Or less.
Or less. Or less.
Yeah. Hey, I'm going to drink a lot less, and I'm going to be eating a lot less.
It depends. These hangouts keep going on. I might drink more. I might.
There we go. Yeah, I think it will be chiming. I think it's important to do that day. Yeah, for 2019. I'm not sure if that was the real Elvis or not, but Elvis, as far as reputations are concerned, I mean, look, it cuts two ways. I have a bad reputation in a lot of ways too. Thank you, Joe Town. But I'd rather err on the side of trying to have peace and a better future than to just have constant fighting and stuff. Yeah, Jimmy Swaggart, thank you. A lot of people have enjoyed that Jimmy Swaggart, behind the scenes with Jimmy Swaggart. Hey, Juliana, how about you, Tara? Any resolutions?
It's the same resolution every year. Get more healthy and lose some weight.
There we go. Well, I'm going to get healthy by getting another beer right now. I'll be right back.
Jimmy Swaggart caused this. Okay.
Oh, Carl.
Nice to be gentle with me, Greg.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, drink the same, eat less. There you go. Right?
Kit and Kat.
Where's Vinny G? I want to wish you happy New Year.
Kit and Kat just said Elvis is a pervert. Told me to kiss my ass, and he told me to bend over.
When Rosie said Jimmy Swaggart, I instantly thought of Rosie Swigert.
I think Jesus wore sandals too, didn't he? As I recall.
Yeah, but they weren't flip flops.
Yeah, they weren't flip flops. Sandals, and he didn't wear socks. He had no socks on.
Rosie's going to be on the History Channel. Jesus was wearing flip flops and board shorts.
I love.
Yeah, they didn't wear socks back then. The people would wash their feet. Remember?
People still wash their feet unless you're Marsha.
If you traveled, your feet would get dirty, right, from the road dust.
Okay, let me tell you.
They didn't have like blacktop and concrete back then.
Let me tell you, Elvis travels. You don't boot the queen.
I think most people nowadays bathe every day, head to toe.
Really?
Most people.
That doesn't happen at this house.
Most people.
I don't see an Elvis travels.
When I can smell some body odor, that's when I take a bath.
Yeah, so
isn't it great? I can't see Bergs. I can't see Elvis. This is like my
birthday.
birthday.
Bathe in hot water too much, you're gonna get chlorine poisoning. It goes right through your skin.
Hey Jojo, happy New Year.
You're worried about how much beer I'm drinking?
No. You can have a link, Jojo. You can have a link if you want to come in. And I appreciated the nice things that you said about me last night. Jojo, that was very kind of you. Hey, Mike Loyal, Happy New Year. Elvis, I'm saying Carl's a friend of mine. I'm not sure what's going on in the green room down there. Okay, I don't even go to the fucking green room. Friend will tell you. Happy New Year, Rodney.
Oh,
How many times do I go to the green room, Greg? Like fucking never?
Like never.
Once a year.
Yeah, never.
Once a year.
Yesterday.
Thank you, Happy Meal. So, yeah, I don't know what's going on in the green room down there. So, why is everyone home? I don't go outside. I don't go outside on New Year's Eve. Okay, I don't do that.
yeah, I don't either. I went to bed early so I could get up at 11 p.m.
Yeah, I just wanted to
And,
say.
and I didn't even know you were going to have a hangout, but I was up, and then all of a sudden it happened,
Marshall, you had the whole side chat on Tucker's chat troll the other night. You could have cared less about that, okay? But don't come in here playing that freaking card with me, okay? Be genuine. All right, thank you, chiming.
It's not your chat.
You sat in Tucker's
Not your chat, dude.
for
It's
2
not your
hours going back and forth.
Open your own chat up, dude, and 12 people will show up.
So let's be real. Let's be real. Let's keep it real here.
You can't control anything.
After me because I have one person that you don't
You're gonna
agree
make me
on there.
You're gonna make me break my promise.
Marshall, it was the best day of my life when you finally proved via photographic evidence that you want to down low.
I mean, I have to come in your chats when you're calling. Rosie's running a country club chat and all that kind of stuff. I hold my
mouth moving, brain idle as fuck.
Mm-hmm.
We love what Carl does.
Sound,
It's his
Rosie.
art.
That's fine then, Marshall. Move on.
Well, don't come on panel, Marshall.
That's it then.
It's okay, Marshall. We give you a pass. Bye now.
Yeah, bye. Say goodbye.
Give you an invite on New Year's Eve to come on.
Yeah.
You gotta come over here and piss on everything. You don't have a CDL, Ellie. You don't have
Come on.
one. Yeah,
All
but I got a retirement and you don't.
All right, Marshall. Don't make me actually ban
I
you.
got a retirement, bitch.
Matronista, Happy New Year to you. I hope it's a happy one for you.
Let's all pray for Marshall, everyone. Dear Lord Jesus.
Dear Lord Jesus. Please bless
Marshall
this
get
fool.
up off his lazy ass and get a fucking job. Amen.
Yeah, I mean this guy's on Tucker's chat. He's got 55 people beating the living hell out of him on that chat, and he could have given a damn. He was sucking that up like it was mama's milk on there. And then because he's got one guy down there in the green room, you want to go sideways on me? Happy New Year. There's the deal.
Yeah, no e-beggars. Oh, drink that beer, Rosie. Cheers.
I love it.
Take 5 minutes, Marshall. Come back with a better attitude.
I want to get tooted up and enjoy drinking a few beers tonight. Hello,
hey Mojo.
George A. Zamfir. Happy New Year to you.
What's up, Mojo? Happy New Year's, bro.
Mojo, Happy New Year to you, my friend. Much love to you and your family down there in the great state of Mississippi. Much love to you. Yeah, I'm not going to sanitize the chat tonight. I'd welcome everybody to come in here. I said that Dave could come in.
I'm not tossing anybody tonight.
Dave's
I might
not
time you
talking.
out.
Let's just abuse them.
If you got any ideas about how to make things better, then share them. Okay, I ask anybody to come on tonight. If you have any idea how to make things better instead of
Hey,
worse,
Debbie.
share.
What's
Happy
up,
New
Debbie?
Year, Tim Coop.
Love you, Debbie. Happy New Year.
I would ask Coop the same thing.
Coop is the most forgiving guy in the free world. He forgives people who treat him like total crap. Nobody better say shit about Coop.
I have a question.
Question.
Who the fuck is LCD
Is that Dave the Fisherman?
Yes,
Oh,
that's the mom.
thank you, Rosie. You know it all.
Well, I've lived through the dream since day one. Down here in the whole pursuit of happiness and the Alamo and the whole shooting match.
I'm really impressed.
It's been a hell of a fucking year down here. I can tell you that.
Every year's a good year that you're above ground. Can
Yeah,
I get an amen, Greg?
This was a particularly challenging year because it just seems like it never let up. You know, it was just constant stuff. We went through the, you know, I like Kat. She's a friend of mine. We had to go through that drama and, you know, that whole thing. There's Kat right there. So I'm hoping. Kat. Yeah, I'm hoping.
Regardless of how we feel about people, we are going to pray for them anyway. Because we are good Christians. We don't just say it. We walk the walk.
That's what I'm saying. Even though Kat and I had her falling out, she knows I'd always have her back because good people always come back together again, and that's the bottom line. And I wish her all the best of happiness. And the 2019 is a spectacularly wonderful year for her, and she deserves every happiness going forward.
She's in transition. She's moving forward to the good stuff.
And I will be thankful for Vegas Fixin' for being in there and helping out. Hey, Vegas, nice to see you. Welcome to the chat, my friend.
Braille's got me blocked.
Oh.
Hi, Braille.
What's up, Braille?
Now, I'm nothing special, but I've got some people that really went through a very hellish 2018. I mean, I went through, you know, losing the channel and all that kind of stuff, but that's not like real. It's like I told you that there's real life and then there's YouTube. Yeah, 5 years ago, I cared a lot more. This time I didn't sweat it that much and just, the people were still here, you know, and that was the beauty of it. That was the beauty of it.
Right on.
Look at the e-baggers. I'm done bashing everyone. I'm going to just be a lover. Man, do I miss Jasmine.
Be a lover.
Well, I mean, I miss Jasmine Francis, you know.
I haven't seen her in like 6 months.
Well, she's there right now.
Holla out, girl.
Yeah, she's hollering out. That's e-baggers is Jasmine Francis. Oh no, Original Al says you would be proud of how I act. Wow.
What's her name, e-beggars? What's her name?
E-beggars went by Jasmine Francis.
Oh, okay. Jasmine Francis. Okay.
That's the one that had a conversation off of.
Well, he just typed in on the side chat. Alter ego's a real bitch. I was just curious.
Yeah, it sounds like curious. Does somebody have a bird that's cooing? You hear that?
A bird?
What the hell is that? It's gone now.
Is that Berg's dead bird?
Oh God! I thought it was like a skunk or something.
What is that? It sounds like a.
It's my dog snoring, probably.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
okay.
For 100, Rosie.
I had to turn the bandwidth way down because the cable company screwed me again. You know?
You know who he sounds like? He sounds like Kelly.
Who, the
Dr.
dog?
Drunk sounds like Kelly. They have like the same tone of voice.
Yeah, it sounds like a damn pigeon or something. Have you been on with Dr. Drunk before, Ellie?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not Elvis.
No, you are not.
Okay, get the bread out. We got a pigeon in the house.
You've been around longer than you've been around. Dr. Drunk, you were actually on. You were on Drury's chat
ages ago.
2015. When
he was less drunk then.
I'm BOYT, baby.
BOYT OG.
I got a puppet.
He is.
I know.
I did notice today and yesterday that I have reappeared in Blogger Puppets. Elvis and I are back again on Blogger Puppets.
Somebody left me a message. They're like, "I miss your puppet." I'm like, I never had a puppet. First, I was the RV Dev puppet. Then it was another puppet where they took Rosie's nose away and gave it to me.
Yeah, I mean it's yeah, he's the best.
I actually haven't
in
used.
us anymore.
I haven't been online for 10 days.
That's a long time. Were you locked up? Is that why?
Haha. Funny.
10 days without any online at all?
I was up north.
There you go. No signal.
Where's Rosie?
Oh God. It's all right. She fell off. She'll get back on. Or we have 5 minutes. Hi everyone.
-5 and counting. Yeah. Hi everyone. Happy New Year's.
Francis, if there's something that you want to say, now's the time.
Why?
Rosie's not here.
Oh.
Francis.
Anyways, I discovered a new kind of bread. It's a Bavarian rye bread, organic. All it's got is organic whole grain rye, water, salt, and organic yeast. That's
It's an ancient grain.
And this is the package it comes in.
And now we're talking about food again.
And it's delicious. It's not like regular bread. There's no dough conditioners.
He'll be right back.
No chemicals. The stuff is made in Germany, and I buy it online, and it's delicious. You know.
Is it like a big square, Francis?
So it says wait, you buy it online. It says it comes from Germany. I bet it comes from New Jersey. I bet it does.
Well, I don't know
China.
I buy it. No, it doesn't go through China.
Oh shit!
It's baked and packaged in Germany, and I buy it online from a company called Vitacost.
And it's bread.
I buy a lot of my food from a place that if you buy over $50, it's shipped to you free.
Ellie.
You can't get this bread in the store anywhere. You know.
We got that.
Might be a reason for that. Just saying.
Yeah.
It's like a big square and really thin
soybean oil in it. Yeah. It's like a square. It's a 1 pound loaf of bread, but it's just got, you know, it's nutrient dense. It doesn't have chemicals and dough conditioners, and it tastes good. You know, it's like whole grain rye.
But
rye
it doesn't
is
go
actually
bad.
Rye is low in gluten too, so that's a good choice. That's why I tried it. Delicious.
It's delicious, but it doesn't go bad, so it must have chemicals to keep it good.
No, there's no chemicals in it. It's double packaged, and it's got a shelf life of about a year. And
well, if
but
when
you open it up, you have to refrigerate it. Okay, it's like beer. When you open it up, you gotta fucking refrigerate it, right?
You gotta drink it.
So I put it in this plastic container, right? I got the slices of bread are in there. See the bread? I put that in the refrigerator. When I want a slice of bread, I have a slice of bread. You could even make a sandwich with it, but
if it lasts a year, Francis, I don't believe that it doesn't have any preservatives.
It's packaged. It's double bagged. It's probably vacuum packed too. Geez, you're pretty fucking stupid for a drunk, ain't you? You know,
my friend double bagged it once
in a week, but this stuff is different, okay?
So
I'm telling you, good shit. I just tried it.
Bread.
I just opened it tonight, the first time I tried it, okay? I'm just sharing. You said, hey, share something. So I'm sharing with something I just like opened up and started eating. Jeez.
I don't want to buzzkill your bread, but that bread is the Germans. I don't know.
It's Bavarian organic whole grain rye bread, and it just has several ingredients like organic rye, okay,